Hello everyone and welcome back to another Bimmer Fixer video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Kingbolen K7 Bluetooth diagnostics tool. Really looking forward to checking this out. For those that don't know, Kingbolen is a sister company to Launch, and I think this bit of kit is really good for the price point. When this goes out, it should be during the Amazon Prime event, so you'll be able to get yourself even more of a bargain, but this is about £250, £260 at this point, thereabouts. And also with Kingbolen now, they used to be on like a 3-year subscription, whereas now it's free updates for life, which is really good and a huge plus for me. So what we're going to do in the video is we're going to go through the box. I'll show you all the kit that you get, what it comes with. We'll plug it into the Range Rover. We'll take a look at some of the things that it can do and test. I'm still chasing that elusive juddering feeling when it's kind of not on full acceleration, but when you're kind of just keeping up with the speed and stuff. I don't know if it's driving gear or running gear or engine, but hopefully we'll be able to take a look and see if there's any indications to what's going on there. So yeah, we'll crack open the box and take a look at the kit. Okay, so let's take a look in the case. The case itself is quite a sturdy, well-made case, which is always good. And inside you will have your instruction manual just there. You'll also have a sheet of paper with your login details, so you can register the device and everything to your account. We have the device itself with a 7-inch screen. You can tell I've already been using it. It's quite nice actually. It's quite well put together. It's quite sturdy. It's got a nice rubber grip there for nice secure handling of it. You have the on power switch there. You've got a camera on the back. Underneath we have a USB-C charging port just there and a USB port. It's quite nice actually, because it sounds silly, but that USB-C port is recessed, so when it's plugged in there's less chance of snapping it off like you would on maybe a phone. On the side you've got 2 threaded brass bits there. I don't know if it's for the odd-ons, because something that's really cool with this is you can add some kit to it, which we'll talk about in a bit. You've got your Bluetooth dongle there. We've got the power cable, and you have a selection of plugs, so you can use it depending where you are in the world. So what we'll do now is we've already registered and everything the device and the account, so we will plug it into the Range Rover, turn it on, and we'll run through some stuff. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the K7. As I mentioned before, it's got 3 lifetime updates now, which is a huge bonus for me. User-wise, I think Home Mechanic is perfect, especially if you've got a couple of cars in the household that you look after. With the range of vehicles this does and the capabilities of this tool, is perfect, especially for the price range, which I think is about $250. I've mentioned before, it's about $250 at the moment, but like I say, this will come out during the Amazon Prime event, so hopefully you'll be able to get yourself a bit of a bargain. Mobile Mechanic possibly, and even maybe a low budget shop tool. But anyway, let's dive in and take a look. So staying at the top, we've got the store there. Now I could go into the store, but it won't give us much there because we're not connected to the internet. It's not connected to the Wi-Fi or my phone, so we can just come back out of there. You can also just swipe the screen to go back as well if you need to. OBD, take a look there. So what it's going to do there is it's going to connect to the Bluetooth module and speak to the car. We'll give that a second to communicate with that quickly, and then it will, there we go, have a look. It's identified the VIN and given us a few details there as well, which will change depending on which make and model you've got. So for me, I've got 171 data stream supported there. We've also got the readiness complete is 3, mid is off, and obviously it's identified the VIN. So we'll go through this in more detail in a second, but to come back out of that, or I say you can swipe back if you want to do that. Let me turn the sound off. Scan. So again, this is where you can do your auto search, check for history for other reports that you've already done on that particular vehicle. Have the option there to run a demo, so if you want to have a play without actually connecting it, you can have a look through some of the other options available. We have the quick print there, and the OBD and IM just above it. This is also the page where you can select what model you're in, and you've got the submenus there for the country or continent that you're on. Just to give you a quick look at some of the makes and models available. So as you can see, there's lots on there, and if it's not on there, then just run an update. They're always updating it. I updated this fully about 2 weeks ago. I went back on it this morning, and there was a load of new fresh updates, including one for the Range Rover. So it's always worth keeping an eye on those. So again, we can just swipe and go back. Then we have the reset options here. I really like this one. So we've got the air fuel ratio, ABS bleed, front adaptive headlights. Oops, sorry, out of focus. AdBlue reset, air suspension, which is pretty good for this one. Airbag reset, battery matching, brake pad reset, which is great. Electronic water pump, could have done with that on the 60. Ignition coding, oil reset. I need to check this ODO meter reset. I need to check that out. I'm not 100% sure what it is. I don't know, that's like a mileage thing. Option to shut off your start stop, which is great. And steering angle sensor. Everyone's cars I'm coming across at the moment is having issues with steering angle, so that's going to be really useful. And your window calibration there. Something I really like as well, I noticed at the bottom, is your wheel adjustment. Now we all can be prone to changing our wheels. Not so much now, but back in the day, I was changing and modding my cars, and I remember putting 18-inch wheels on a car that originally had 16, I think, and it threw the speedo out and everything. So you can adjust the wheels there. Also, if you change the diameter of the tyres, so if you've gone for a thicker wall tyre or a deeper wall tyre, you can adjust it on here so it keeps the speedo calibrated and up to date. So we have repair info here, so take a look. So this is like a little toolbox in and on itself. So you've got the user manual there, so you've got the hard copy in the box, but you've also got the digital one there. Coverage list, so it gives you a list of everything on there. Learning, your videos, because it's got a camera as well. So you can store videos on there, and you can attach them to reports, which is really, really helpful. And then access to Chrome, Yahoo for, I assume, for emailing the report over, but I'm pretty sure you can, with the account that you set up, you can send them through there, and a calculator. Okay, so we come back out of there. Update, so this is what I was speaking about earlier, so there's always updates on there. So just make sure, oh, there we go. So mine's actually stopped updating. That's handy. But I'm sure what's already on there's going to be fine anyway. Or I'll update it before I use it. So yeah, keep an eye on your updates. Modules. Now, I really like this as well. This is not something I've come across in any of the tools that I've used before. You can actually add bits of kit to this. So you've got the battery tester, TPMS, so you can reprogram the TPMS. You can attach a printer if you want to print out reports, and a video as well, so a little camera you can pop on. I'm not sure if that's what the little attachment's for here, for attaching things like that on there, or it could be a strap or something, but a really nice touch there, and I like that. So you come back. Files, so this is where all your previous scans and things will be stored. Again, what I like about this is you've got a pre-report there, so you can take a look at what you did before you scanned it, which would be great to send to a customer, and then the post-report there. So then you can compare the two to see what has actually been done. Battery report, and then you've got other there, which is OBD2. So all stored in there. So come back out of there. And then settings. So that's just your generic settings. Who's this guy? Well, that's on there actually. If you do have any questions and you don't want to put them in the comments, do feel free to pop me over an email. Yeah, so that's just your generic, what you come to expect to find with any electronic device now. Nice settings and things, and to set it up to how you like. So what we're going to do now, pop the ignition back on because it's timed out. And let's take a look at doing a scan. So let's have a look over here. Let's do an auto search. Always reminds me of being at a casino or something. Okay, so it's found the car. So that didn't take too long. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. So I have a look a bit silly doing pushing the buttons because I'm doing it through my screen on my phone. Okay, so what do we have here? No, we're fine. We can close that. No, we don't like it actually. Okay, so we've got health report, system selection, special functions, and vehicle information. So the health report, we just click at the top, and now what that's going to do is run through all the available modules that are on the Range Rover that it can talk to, and it's going at quite a pace. So there's quite a few on this one, as you can imagine. So a few seconds in, it's already halfway through, so that's good. Don't have to fast forward it. So we'll let it compile that report for us. And like on the other diag tools I've used, where you can create a report and send it to customers or yourself to add to the service history, you can do that as well. Okay, so having a look, we have enough. Jeez. Okay, so has it given us a number there of how many we have? Oh, goodness me. Okay. So one we will take a look at, the one, let's have a look at this engine control module. Fan circuit. Okay, so I've got a problem there with a fan. I think I knew about that one anyway. On for ABS, I'm hoping this was a low voltage thing. I went away for a little while on holiday, and I'm hoping this is all part of that. But anyway, as you can see, it will go for everything that's okay. It will give you the green tick, and if not, you get the amount of error codes and indication there. If you tap the red button on the side, it will take you into that individual module and fault code, so we can read the fault code there. And that was the tailgate actuator claw switch is intermittent. We've actually, if you've seen the video on that, we've repaired that, so that's good. That can come off. I've not actually connected this to this since then, so we'll be able to delete that. So actually I've come out a bit too soon, and so let's go back into that. Sorry about that. And like I say, I'm trying to use it through my phone. In fact, let's cancel that. Let's have a look at the history. There we go. That's the one we've just done. So let's happen to go for that again. Let's just try and load that report. Okay. What it's done there, it's not actually the report, it's the car it's remembered there, I believe. Okay, so that was the health report. System selection. So these are all the modules that it had a look through, but you can select them individually. And then I believe, yeah, so you could read data stream, for example. Let's have a look at the data stream. So we've just gone into the ECU. So let's have a look. What would be good will be, like I mentioned before, this had some repair on the injector seal, and it's never run right since. So I don't know if they just butchered it. They left half the clips off and made a right mess of it. Bearing in mind they're Range Rover specialists, you wouldn't bloody know it. Let's have a look. That might be a one to look at. Fuel control cycle. Rail temperature. I don't know if it's going to be after injectors, if it could. Okay, let's have a look at those. And that one. I'll go with mass airflow sensor as well. Okay, so that's me putting in that code. Let's see if we can start her up. Okay, so that's they're selected. We can select all. And we go to OK. Oh, there's always something. What's that? Oh, it's my camera stand. Let's put it down. Okay, so there we go. So we've got the live values at the bottom of the title there. And if you want, we can let's have a look at the glow plug cycle there. And it's reading the data. Just like that, which is cool. Airflow meter. Yeah, and there we go. Give a rev and that spike. So it's good. What I'm going to be doing is I will be recording the data to have a look to see if I've got a problem with the ignition or injector timing or the amount of fuel going into the cylinders, because I think there's something definitely up there. So also we can combine, which is nice. So we can have a look, for example, at the fuel volume control, duty cycle, and the valve, and let's have a look at the math. Do that. There we go. So there's the code at the bottom. So your mass airflow system red, fuel volume control valve blue, fuel volume control valve duty cycle in yellow, and then you can see them there. There we go. So then we come out of there, which I quite like that actually. I know it's quite commonplace now to have those, but I quite like it on this tool. Right, okay, so we've been through everything on there. Let's have a look at the, let's go back into this one. And we'll take a look at the other functions that it can do. So let's manually reset. Ooh. Okay, let's not do that. Let's go back to that. Oh, actually, no, cancel that. Let's go to this OBD. Let's try this out. It would be great to have a look, see if I can get the cameras and things, and we can just gonna have a look, see what wasn't available. I'm gonna do that. Okay. So not to worry, we will come back out of that. Yes. Right. Okay, so let's have a look. Go back into here. I'm going to try and go this way and then have a look at the special functions going through this way. Let's do them forward a bit. Okay, so it is. You don't have to do this every time. It's just where I've accidentally come out of it too far. Okay, so special functions. Let's have a look there. Right, so we've got the electronic parking brake, which is really handy because if we were where it's Bluetooth, we can be out the back changing pads or shoes or anything, and we can test everything and try everything from being outside, which is cool. So it's this one you need to push, not that one, or like I say, just swipe back like that. Alarm security, throttle speed, or throttle idle speed, steering, air suspension, battery. So these are all the special functions see camera, image processing module cameras, auto, and calibration. Ooh, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, tire pressure monitoring system, suspension, headlights. So there's a good. It will obviously depend on your make and model, but Range Rovers can. There's not, some tools don't have a lot of stuff for Range Rovers, so the fact that this has got all that on there is quite promising. No, we did that last time. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything to it. So like I said, that was the health report, which you can then either print, save, or send. So we won't worry about doing that again. Stop. So that's the one time I did actually want to come out. And then we've got the quick check and print, which I wanted to show you. Okay, didn't know that. Don't know if you caught that, but I had a friendly. Oh shit! All right. Okay. Oh crikey! Okay, so she's talking to me now. I didn't know it did that. So it looks like it's doing a. Okay, so she's going to tell me everything as it goes through and gets. All right, thank you, yeah, appreciate it. Okay, thank you. Right, so yeah, you can do that as like a if you want to do like a quick run through and test on everything. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's pretty much the K7. Like I say, it's lovely to hold. It's relatively fast as well. It's got lots of special function features which I really like. So yeah, it's got a thumbs up in my book. As I say, they have sent it to me, but it's not, I'm not paid commission for selling them or anything like that. But yeah, so I really enjoy it. What I'll do, if you would like to see a more in-depth video on this one, like I've done on a couple of others, or if you've got any questions at all, please ask away in the comments, or as I mentioned before, please just ping me an email. I'll be happy to get them over to you. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, please get a thumbs up. Like I say, any questions, ask away in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye-bye.